Know that.
All right, welcome back. Mike. Hi, Jeff. What are you going to make?
I'm going to make a, well, you be the judge, okay? We'll see what you think. We have an interesting story about this flavor in the store, and we've only been open 6 weeks, and this flavor has, there's something to say about it. So let's make it, and then we'll talk about it. Fair enough?
Now, when you say 6 weeks, you've been open for years.
I never made this flavor.
But you've been open for how many years have you been in business?
12.
Okay, so this is a new store.
Yes.
This is a new tape. People don't know this. It's in
Daytona.
They
know everything.
It's in Daytona Beach.
And they know that I have, step aside. They know that I have a ice cream boot camp held at my new store. And many people here have been through it. The next one is in January. We get a little break here now, don't we?
That's right, we do. Christmas break.
Right. And I also sell a kit of the boot camp, so you don't have to come if you don't want to come. Although Daytona Beach.
Why wouldn't you want to come? It's Daytona Beach in the winter.
What if you live in Singapore?
Doesn't matter. It's Daytona Beach in the winter.
Yeah, but it's expensive to get there. It's time off from work. It's all that stuff.
It's a beach.
Life is a beach.
Is still clear water, though.
Okay, so let's make the flavor, okay? Once again, it's ice cream. I was going to make a cream ice. Continuing with the theme, I had planned on making monster cream ice. Woo. But we're not going to do that. So we're going to make ice cream. Another 5 quarts of mix. Uh-oh, is the gate closed? 3 consecutive 5 quarts without spilling a drop.
All right. There ought to be an award there somewhere.
Yes, we'll add some vanilla. Steve.
Sir, you need more?
No, I don't need more. But you will.
Yeah. No, I have another bottle.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll fire it up. You press once, it says make ice cream. You press make ice cream. You go to homemade, and you press start. And it'll show you that it's spinning counterclockwise at 234 revolutions per minute. It's just like Steve had the bucket out here from Grandma's days. She didn't do it at 234, but it took longer. She would do that for 40 minutes, you know, churning the ice cream. And remember, as kids, it's your turn, come on, because nobody could keep doing it for 40 minutes. So we all took our turns doing it, hoping that we were the last ones, so we, you know. These are pecan pralines. The flavor we're making is butter pecan. In that, I'll get it. I'll get it. I have a cake here. We'll see what happens with this. This is, I can't turn it around. I can't let them see what. This is Tyranny butter pecan. And we'll add a little bit for flavor. Say when.
I'm going to be off.
And then just a hair more for flavor. We'll throw these babies in. And then we'll put a little cake in that was baked last night. I wanted it frozen, but it just never got frozen enough. So we'll have to go with what we got.
Well, it's a secret.
What?
The regular vanilla cake?
No. Who asked that? That's a good question. No, it isn't. What is it? I'll tell you in a minute. No.
Muffin?
Keep your nose out of my business.
I don't know, guys. I tried.
Did he spike it?
It smells buttery, that's for sure.
Is that an MRE cake?
What?
MRE?
MRE,
What's that?
meals ready to eat. It's military food.
Let's hope not. Oh my God.
Hey, some of those are pretty good. No. My whole family was there. Air Force. Air Force.
Now we'll taste it. See what it tastes like.
Actually, have sugar on it.
Oh, good. Thank you for serving.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Did that way back when Ronnie Reagan was president. That's a while ago.
Not that long ago.
Yeah,
The 80s.
Ronnie was a good president. He gave us a lot of raises.
All right, I'm gonna figure this out.
What?
Just want to try one. How's alcohol?
The cake is, believe it or not, Duncan Hines butter pecan cake.
And you made it?
Rose did.
Wow.
I can smell the butter, but it tastes like there's alcohol in it.
Almost.
You guys can't tell how fast that is.
Pet or pest?
There we go, one cake. Okay, so any questions about anything? No? This should be pretty good. In our store, in 10 years of the other store, I never made butter pecan ice cream because to make butter pecan, you do one of two ways. You buy a big can of butter pecan glop, or you actually do the butter. You melt the butter with the brown sugar, and you roast the pecans, and then you add it to your dairy mix and make butter pecan. Neither of which I wanted to do. We have a cappuccino bar at the store, a 20-foot counter with cappuccino and latte and espresso, and people asked us for flavors in it. So we tried some flavors, and I found that Torani makes really good flavors for coffees. So I stocked some in. People want caramel in their latte and stuff like that, so I bought a couple. And then I saw they have butter pecan, so I tried it. And then I experimented with how to make butter pecan ice cream out of it. And in 3 or 4 days, it went from trying it to becoming the #1 seller in the store. People if you go on Facebook and look up the store, they rave about it. The butter pecan ice cream. So I was talking to one of the guys who took my class 2 years ago or something, and I said, butter pecan, now I know how to make it, and it's coming out great. And he said, I'll give you a secret. I said, what's that? He said, get Duncan Hines cake, bake the cake, and throw it in. So this is the first time I'm trying that. No. However, I made butter pecan. It's #1 at the store, but never with the cake. Now, in truth, the cake was supposed to be frozen so that when you add it to the machine, it'll still have some integrity to it. But this probably won't. So we'll have to go with it. The freezer just didn't freeze it in time from when I got here this morning till now. But we'll see. We'll see what it tastes like. So anyway, that's the story on the flavors. And Tyranny makes probably over 100 flavors. And I've tried, let's see, for making ice cream, I've tried their strawberry, which is a big seller at the store. The butter pecan, #1. The creme de menthe, they make creme de menthe in Tyranny, and that makes our non-adult mint flavor, chocolate chip mint, a good seller. It's very good. For the adult flavor of mint chocolate chip, we use real creme de menthe, you know, the alcohol, and that's a very good ice cream. Okay, what else you want to do?
I want to make that mint chip.
The adult one? You won't have that.
Well, without the adult, but the Tyranny. I
Okay,
had not
next
heard of
time I'll
that.
make it.
That sounds great.
January,
Okay.
all right?
We're on.
Unless you want me to come here and do it.
Well, that'll work out. We should probably be up here. But that'll work out because when is the Kentucky Derby with the mint julep? So you can do mint chip. Thought it
It's
was in
usually
Except
in
the
spring.
May.
Kentucky Derby's in May,
Yeah.
but that's all right.
Well, people gotta have time to make the flavors.
We got to get a start on it.
Yeah.
You gotta get
can't
started.
post it in May and expect
That's right,
people
you're
to hurry
already up to Christmas.
We're like Macy's. We want to be way ahead of schedule.
Oh,
How is
boy.
it? Good?
Oh, add some more pecans. Can't have too many pecans, can you?
No.
How about pecans?
Even better. I like the pecans. I'm not sure about the pecans.
I'm with Steve, pecan.
Do you guys ever use cashew?
Wait, what?
Cashew flavor?
Cashew? No.
Yeah.
Cashew doesn't have much taste.
It's like almonds, not.
No, not like almond.
But cashew tastes more richer than almonds and stuff, right? You need to try that.
I don't know. Cashew? You ever hear of a cashew flavor?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Just
Yes,
the
you
cashew
said
nuts, just the roasted one. Use it as a topping.
I don't have
Yes,
topping.
Steve has made what he, the Cross Bronx Expressway, but it had a variety of nuts. Cashews was in there, but it wasn't the main ingredient.
And
he
at my
has used
store,
it before.
I never have, don't presently, and never will have any toppings for the ice cream.
Okay, you just use plain.
You get a cup of ice cream.
Are cashews a thing where you're from? Is it
Yes,
is it very
a lot,
popular?
yeah,
Is there desserts made with cashews?
We just roasted the juice. You could make it as a fresh juice, or they could make it as a hot liquor. So it's different stuff. So it doesn't go on waste. It's like a fruit.
Right. Well, maybe if there is a popular dessert or something that you guys are absolutely crazy about, turn it into ice cream.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you guys, do you ever think about it and try it?
Do they
Yeah.
salt them before they roast them?
No, you could salt it or you don't. It's up to you.
That might be good in the ice cream too.
Yeah,
Is
that's what I was
salted
giving-
roasted.
That's what I was giving you that
Yeah,
idea.
the dairy with the salt, it goes very well.
What part of Africa are you opening up in?
From West Africa.
West?
Gambia, yeah.
What country?
The Gambia.
Gambia?
You gonna open a store? That's cool.
What's
Then
the
I'm a
pop?
farmer too. I grow vegetables and fruits. So I could turn that into ice cream at the same time.
Yeah, it can't be just ice cream.
Huh?
Not just ice cream.
No, different stuff with it.
Sure.
Well, good. Then you'll have lots of fruit to start making
Yes,
ice
that's
cream.
why
then.
I've been asking you at the beginning before we
Yeah.
started.
One idea, while you're selling the fruits and other things that you grow. It's all take home. People are buying it, putting in the car, and then probably going home. So that's when you would also want to do pints of ice cream. I mean, people can buy a cone while they're there, but a pint this size and freeze it down super cold in the chest freezer. You couldn't scoop it because it's too hard, but they'll be able to drive it 30 minutes, 45 minutes without any trouble. And people will always buy 2 pints. I'll buy my mint chip and I'll buy Paula her coconut. So as they're going out, they've got their vegetables that they've bought, and then they buy 2 pints and they take it home. And they don't care what the cost is. They're not price shopping like they are at the market. They're buying it as a special treat to them. And I like the idea because we're being all good and healthy and buying all these fresh vegetables, and let's have a little, decadence of some ice cream to go with it. So I think they'll do very well as a takeout item.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that would be great fun.
Thank you.
Charge a lot.
Charge a lot?
Yes. We're getting,
in Nambia?
well, what the market will bear.
It's a very different story.
Yeah, but on the high end, we're getting $7, $8, $9 for pints of ice cream. Most of my customers.
Not me.
But that's U.S. prices. But to give you an example, if my customer is getting $8 for a pint, Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry are only $5. And they're considered very premium ice creams. We're getting a much higher price than they are because we're selling a great product. And people will pay for it. It's not something that they price shop. They're buying it because I want it, and I want it now, and I want to take it home. And don't sell bigger than a pint because that will make them come back in a day and a half because they've run out. It doesn't last long. And I had this discussion at Penn State. I've talked about this in other videos. The question to the instructor was, why doesn't Haagen-Dazs sell in quarts or half gallons?
Yeah,
He
that's
said,
the
well, if
only
you're
way
getting a
people-
pint for $8, that would make a half gallon $32. And nobody is going to pay $32 for ice cream. It doesn't sit well in the brain. It would be like going to Bill Gates and say, listen, I can give you a 18-karat gold case for your iPhone for $20,000. He could afford it, but he probably won't buy it because it's just too much for a case for a phone. So pints only. And I think with the vegetables, it's going to be a big seller.
I'm just curious, how much would a pint go for in Africa?
What you mean, the pint?
Yeah, like a pint here is like $7 to $9. What would
But it depends the currency. For me, I'm just doing it for the young kids so that they could afford to get access of.
How much are your popsicles?
My popsicle, I'm gonna make it for the kids like, in our currency, it's like $2.
What is that in ours?
Here is, what you mean?
Our currency?
I was over there 6 years ago, and everything was equivalent.
$2 is, oh, really? Okay.
Everything that we paid for was equivalent in the shilling price.
Well, $2 is a good price for a popsicle. It's not great, but it's good.
No, for me, it's gonna be like $1 because
Okay.
if it's $2, it's like 60. So some of the kids cannot afford it. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make it like $1 or 60 cents because I'm doing it for the community.
Yes.
So a lot of kids, they don't have access to the ice cream and all that stuff. The rich kids could go outside and afford it, but I'm just doing it for the local community. So
That's-
that they could get access of eating ice cream and popsicle stuff like that.
And then you'll sell on volume.
Yes.
You'll sell a lot of them.
Yeah,
If they were $10, you'd sell one.
Yeah.
If they're $1.50, you'll sell 30.
Yeah.
So you'll be better off in the long run.
That's always one of my favorite things to ask is when I'm on the phone with somebody from a different, area, a different country. And, I talked to
Cheers.
someone from New Zealand
Cheers.
the other day. That is expensive over there.
Most people I found in Africa, they don't own refrigerators. They can't afford them. Most people think the average
there's a
only
problem.
takes like 500 a year, the average.
Yeah.
But they do eat ice cream.
Everybody eats ice cream. You can try this.
Are we getting close there, bud?
Yeah.
So if they don't have refrigerators, and a pint's going to last a day and a half, and it's about that tall, sell a half pint. And then you sell it to a husband and wife and 2 children. They buy 2 of them, and you throw in spoons, and then they eat it on the way home.
Oh, they're gonna consume it the same day. Because it's hot over there, it's hot.
Yeah.
So they will need to keep it for 2 days.
That's magnanimous of you to throw in spoons.
Well, I do it here.
Oh,
Except,
that's Steve Thompson. What a generous guy. We
Yeah, but
bought
see-
ice cream. He threw in a spoon.
yeah, but see, I give out free ice cream, your ice cream once in a while, and I throw in a couple of spoons. They say, what's that for? You said it will drive 20 miles. And I say, well, in case you get stuck on the Long Island Expressway or the Cross Bronx.
Good point.
Or the
Everybody
5.
you give a spoon to is going to eat some on the way home.
Of course. Otherwise, there's going to be teeth marks in it.
They do have American food over there that I noticed, and there's a lot of.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What they call KFC.
You need another bucket?
Now, there's an interesting point.
Yeah, I'm from West. What, Tanzania?
No, I'm good.
Or Uganda?
Okay. But wherever you go, especially on the Italian ice, quick while they're doing that. I had a young gentleman in here. It was just before Easter one year, and I let him use my ice cream room to make ice for his truck. Goes out and sells it, and he sells it into poorer neighborhoods, and he's getting $1.50 a scoop. He goes and does the Tampa State Fair where he looks around and says, well, I'm better tasting than a Coke or a Pepsi. How much are they charging? Because they've got people on the payroll who calculate how much can we charge in Tampa, Florida at this festival, or how much can we charge in Chicago at this event. That's all their job is. So they know down to the quarter of a penny how much to charge for the product. So he looked around and said, well, Coke and Pepsi are getting $5, I'll charge $5. And then on his way home, after 5 days of that, his head should be out like this. He's scratching his ego, and he's thinking, my product's worth $5. Then he goes past one of his neighborhood regular routes, and he says, someone comes running up to him and says, how much? And he says, $5, and the child goes, I only got 43 cents. And he goes, okay, let's see, 43 cents, it cost me 6 cents to make it. Okay, kid, 43 cents. And he just dropped his price like that, from $5 to 43 cents, because it was what the market would bear.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for the.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
If somebody come with a quarter, I could just give you 1 scoop. At least you could have something to eat and be full.
No, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
How'd it turn out, Christy?
Good, but to put off of yours, it said unless they're like your father, if the part costs $42 to make, he sells it for $43.
Yes. All right. I'm going to take an advanced taste on this.
Oh gosh, I'm not winning. It's very sweet.
So you guys normally make gelato too at the same time?
Jeff, that's great.
It is really good.
Yeah, that's got a lot of flavor. You're going to like that. In fact, why are we giving it to them? Why don't we keep it?
We have that.
Okay.
You hate butter pecan.
I like it now. This is good.
Got it.
I can change my mind.
It's only because you're in front of an audience.
No, I really do like it. No, I tell Jeff exactly what I think.
Oh, yeah, that's part of the deal. We're honest about flavors.
That's right.
Always
Everything
have
else dishonest, but
Flavors
flavors we don't mess around.
been. Right. We pretend to like each other
Yeah, but we do.
more than anyone would know.
Yeah.
Ooh, I almost slid that everywhere. That would have been bad. Here you go. Butter pecan. Okay. It's very sweet.
That is good, isn't it?
Use it in my tongue.
Okay.
Butter pecan.
I was a lot skinnier when I started.
Oh, you have extra?
Yeah.
I'll take one of these.
Hey, that sounds like a new
I gave
idea
mine.
for a T-shirt. I used to be skinny, and then I took Jeff's class.
Right. Hey, I used to be skinny, then I took your class.
That's really good, really.
That is good.
Yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner.
Those really make it.
Okay, that's great to know because I buy these and keep them in the car.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm getting a low blood sugar, I can grab something like that, eat 3 or 4 pieces, and I'm in good shape. It's good while driving. I think I'm going to have some of that.
That is very good.
All right, listen how quiet everybody is. It's like going into a restaurant and all of a sudden the place goes silent because they're all eating. Let me go get our next flavor.
I can put this in there.
Yeah. And whatever doesn't fit there, we can top off in there. Did Paula get any?
Leftovers.
We eat it.
He's fibbing. He goes and butters up, pun intended, his doctors. So I got a foot doctor today. What ice cream do we have in there, Christy?
When you get to my age, you're always going to see a bunch of doctors. And they all keep you waiting. They keep you waiting for hours and hours. But if you walk in with some pints of ice cream and you say, this is for the doctor, the receptionist says, oh, I'll take that from you. No, I want to give it to the doctor personally. And oh, look, it's melting. And you bring in spoons and cups, the whole works, and you sit there with your ice cream. You won't sit more than 15 seconds. The doctor will see you right now, and they take the ice cream. That worked for me. I had to go to an eye specialist in New York City, and I did that 4 times in a row. The 5th time I waited 3 hours. And I was so mad. By this time I'm on a first-name basis with this super specialist. And I said, Jeff, I brought you ice cream. I've been waiting for 3 hours. What's the problem? He says, oh, well, the lady before you bought brownies. I wasn't hungry. I go, you bum. Gee.
Anybody like some more?
Yes. I'm going to have some more. That may be one of your best.
It's very good. I'm happy with this one.
Did you like it better with the cake in it?
Yeah. Texture-wise, it felt more like a sandwich than a than a liquid. Very good. Very good. We have a winner.